What's up everybody? And today, we're diving deep into the science-backed world of creatine supplementation. If you're looking to maximize muscle growth, enhance strength, and take your training to the next level, then, understanding how to effectively utilize creatine is crucial. In this video, we're going to break down everything you need to know about creatine, from choosing the right type and dosage to debunking common myths and maximizing its benefits. Whether you're a seasoned lifter or just starting your fitness journey, this comprehensive guide will provide you with the knowledge to unlock creatine's full potential. We'll be looking at over 1,000 studies and cutting through the misinformation to give you clear, actionable steps to optimize your supplementation strategy. Get ready to learn how to incorporate creatine effectively into your routine and finally achieve the results you've been striving for. Let's get started. Before we jump into the specifics, let's address the elephant in the room. Does creatine actually live up to the hype? The answer is a resounding yes. Over 1,000 studies have investigated creatine supplementation, consistently demonstrating its effectiveness in boosting muscle strength and size. How does it work? Creatine increases your body's creatine stores by approximately 30%. These stores are crucial for fueling short bursts of high-intensity exercise like lifting weights. By increasing these stores, you're essentially enhancing your body's capacity to perform work, leading to greater training adaptations, more muscle growth, and increased strength gains. But it's not just about anecdotal evidence or gym bro science. The research speaks for itself. Creatine consistently ranks as one of the most effective research-backed supplements for improving athletic performance and muscle growth. So you can rest assured knowing that incorporating creatine into your routine is a decision backed by solid scientific evidence. With countless creatine variations flooding the market, it's easy to get lost in a sea of marketing jargon and fancy labels. But here's the truth. When it comes to effectiveness, simplicity reigns supreme. Creatine monohydrate is the most researched and consistently proven form of creatine available. A comprehensive 2021 review confirmed that despite the emergence of newer, seemingly advanced forms, creatine monohydrate remains the gold standard. These alternative forms, while often marketed as superior, have yet to demonstrate any significant advantages over monohydrate in terms of muscle growth or performance enhancement. Not only is creatine monohydrate the most effective, but it's also the most cost-effective option. So, save your money and stick to the basics. Creatine monohydrate is the clear winner when it comes to maximizing your results without breaking the bank. Remember, effectiveness and affordability can go hand in hand. Now that we've established creatine monohydrate as our top contender, let's determine the optimal dosage for maximizing its benefits. Studies have shown that a daily dose of 3 grams is ideal for most individuals. While some might be tempted to go lower, research suggests that 1 to 2 grams per day is simply not enough to elicit the desired effects on muscle creatine saturation. On the other hand, exceeding the recommended 3 grams, even with the commonly suggested 5 grams per day, doesn't necessarily translate to greater benefits. In fact, studies comparing different dosages have found that 3 grams per day is just as effective as higher doses, especially when factoring in individual body weight calculations. This means you can achieve optimal results without unnecessary overconsumption. Chapter 4. Step 3. Loading versus non-loading. When it comes to starting your creatine supplementation, you have 2 primary options, loading or non-loading. The loading protocol involves consuming a higher dose of creatine, typically 20 grams per day, split into 4 5-gram doses, for a period of 5 to 7 days. This method aims to rapidly saturate your muscles with creatine, potentially leading to faster noticeable results. Following the loading phase, you transition to the standard maintenance dose of 3 grams per day. The non-loading protocol, as the name suggests, involves skipping the initial loading phase and starting directly with the 3 grams per day maintenance dose. While this method takes longer for your muscles to reach full saturation, approximately 3 to 4 weeks, it ultimately achieves the same outcome as loading. So, which approach is right for you? The answer depends on your individual goals and preferences. If you're looking for potentially quicker results or are in a fat loss phase, loading might be the preferred option. Chapter 5. Loading and fat loss, a powerful combination. For those aiming to shed fat while maintaining or even building muscle, the loading protocol might offer a strategic advantage. Loading creatine leads to an initial increase in water retention within your muscles, which can result in a slight weight gain. While this might seem counterintuitive for fat loss, it can be beneficial in establishing a consistent baseline weight early on in your cutting phase. This allows for more accurate tracking of progress and helps you gauge the effectiveness of your diet and training regimen. Furthermore, the increased water retention can actually make your muscles appear fuller and more vascular, providing an extra boost of motivation during your cut. Remember, visual progress can be a powerful motivator, and the initial fullness from creatine loading can contribute to a more positive mindset throughout your fat loss journey. Chapter 6. Addressing potential side effects. One common concern surrounding creatine, particularly during the loading phase, is the potential for side effects. While some individuals experience minor digestive discomfort such as bloating or stomach cramps, these effects are generally rare and easily avoidable. The key to minimizing any potential digestive issues lies in how you consume your creatine. Instead of taking the entire dose at once, spread it out throughout the day. For example, if you're loading with 20 grams per day, consume 5 grams with each meal or snack. This spaced-out approach allows your body to digest and absorb the creatine more gradually, reducing the likelihood of digestive upset. Additionally, ensure you're staying adequately hydrated throughout the day, as creatine can draw water into your muscles. It's also important to note that the vast majority of individuals experience no adverse effects from creatine supplementation, even at higher doses. Creatine has a long history of safe use, and its safety profile is well established. When it comes to maximizing creatine's benefits, timing is often overemphasized. Unlike some supplements that require precise timing for optimal absorption, creatine doesn't work that way. Whether you take it pre-workout, post-workout, or even in the middle of the day, the most crucial factor is consistency. Creatine doesn't exert its effects immediately, it gradually saturates your muscles over time. Therefore, aiming for a daily dose of 3 grams regardless of the specific timing is what truly matters. Don't get caught up in the minutiae of trying to find the perfect time to take your creatine. Instead, focus on making it a consistent part of your daily routine, just like brushing your teeth or eating breakfast. Consistency trumps timing when it comes to reaping the rewards of creatine supplementation. Chapter 8. Boosting absorption, the carb and protein connection. While timing might not be critical, there's some evidence suggesting that pairing your creatine with carbohydrates or protein could potentially enhance its absorption. This is primarily relevant during the initial loading phase, as it might help speed up the saturation process. When you consume carbohydrates, your body releases insulin, a hormone that plays a role in nutrient uptake. Insulin is thought to facilitate creatine transport into muscle cells, potentially leading to faster saturation. Similarly, protein, particularly the amino acid leucine, has been linked to increased creatine uptake. However, it's important to note that this effect is relatively small and unlikely to significantly impact your overall results in the long run. During the maintenance phase, when you're consuming a consistent 3 grams per day, how you take your creatine becomes less relevant. The key takeaway is that while combining creatine with carbs or protein might offer a slight absorption advantage initially, it's not essential for long-term success. Chapter 9. Caffeine and creatine, a counterproductive combination. While creatine and caffeine are often staples in many athletes' supplement arsenals, there's growing evidence suggesting that their combined use might not be as synergistic as once thought. In fact, habitual caffeine consumption could potentially blunt creatine's performance-enhancing effects. A 2021 review found that individuals who regularly consume caffeine, around 2 to 3 cups per day, might experience diminished benefits from creatine supplementation, even when their muscles are fully saturated. The exact mechanisms behind this interaction are still being investigated, but it's speculated that caffeine's effects on muscle recovery and energy pathways could interfere with creatine's actions. While more research is needed to fully elucidate this relationship, it's worth considering if you're a regular caffeine consumer. If you're set on maximizing creatine's benefits, it might be prudent to experiment with reducing your caffeine intake or avoiding both supplements simultaneously. Chapter 10. Creatine, the catalyst for success, not a magic pill. As we've explored throughout this video, Creatine can be a powerful tool for enhancing muscle growth, strength, and overall athletic performance. However, it's crucial to remember that creatine is not a magic pill. It's a catalyst for success. Simply adding creatine to your supplement regimen without putting in the work in the gym and the kitchen won't magically transform your physique. Creatine amplifies the results of your hard work and dedication, but it doesn't replace them. To truly unlock creatine's full potential, combine it with a well-structured training program, a balanced and nutritious diet, and adequate rest and recovery. Remember, consistency is key. Stick to your 3 grams per day of creatine monohydrate, choose your preferred saturation method, and track your progress over weeks and months. Creatine provides you with an extra edge, a slight advantage in your pursuit of physical excellence. Embrace the process, stay committed to your goals, and let creatine be your ally in achieving them. Outro: unlocking your true potential. So there you have it, the ultimate guide to creatine supplementation, backed by science and designed to maximize your results. Remember, knowledge is power, and now you're equipped with the information to incorporate creatine effectively into your routine. Experiment with loading or non-loading, find what works best for you, and most importantly, stay consistent. Don't forget, creatine is a tool, and like any tool, its effectiveness depends on the skill of the user. Combine it with hard work, dedication, and a smart training approach, and you'll be well on your way to unlocking your true muscle-building potential. Until next time, keep pushing, keep learning, and keep striving for greatness.